This is an app called Tooly and it has a ton of tools. Now, obviously, when I say tools, it has everything that you'd expect: a simple and scientific calculator, a timer, a stopwatch, and some very basic image tools that your phone might already have. But what's interesting is that it also has a lot of other tools that are not very common. Okay, going one by one. First, we have text tools. Now, here we have four categories, which is basic, remove, edit, and stylish tools. Now, you can already guess what these tools do by the category they're in, but there are some interesting ones for sure. Like this text decoration tool, which literally converts any text to look, I don't know, interesting. Like it gives a sort of mood to your text. And then we have an option called big text, which is like taking any word you type in or like a sentence and converting it into a gigantic form. But I would say the text to emoji is the one that would fool you, because in this age of AI we're living in, you're probably thinking, okay, I'm gonna put in a text and it's gonna give me an emoji. No, that's what I thought. It's not that. It's gonna take the word and make it into a string of emojis in the shape of that word. I don't know where I'd use that, but okay. Next category is image tools, and this is pretty basic. It's just four tools which your phone's built-in editor is already very capable of doing efficiently. So moving on, next we have calculation tools, and at first glance you would be like, okay, this is just a calculator app. Like you have all the simple and scientific calculations that my phone can already do. But it gets interesting as you scroll down further. You can find various categories of tools: finance tools, time calculator tools, and the most interesting, I would say, geometry tools. It has a bunch of geometry tools: 2D geometry, 3D geometry, you name it. I think I would have aced 8th grade geometry with this app. Moving on, we have the next section, which is called unit conversion. And from here, I think there are a lot of tools that you would find on the internet, and you can ask Google also, but then you need the internet. These are all tools available locally on this app, and so none of them require the internet to work. It has things like pixel density and image resolution and luminance, basically a ton of stuff. Then there are development tools, which are basically just four beautify tools for your code to like format your code and make it more readable. Then we have color tools in the next section, which is not a lot of tools, just four of them, but I think pretty useful for people like me who are into art and would love to know what is the shade present in this particular object in a particular image, which is nice. Which again you can do in any digital art app, but the fact that this is a tool that's just grouped among so many other tools in one single app, I think that's a huge plus point. The next section is called randomizer tools, and these are literally all the tools you'd ask Google to do. Like, hey Google, flip a coin, or play rock, paper, scissors. Well, all of them are right here on your phone and do not require the internet, which I think is pretty good. The next section is generator tools. Again, not a lot of tools, but interesting. I learned something new here, which is the lorem ipsum tool. Now, lorem ipsum is like a bunch of words that make no sense because they're in like scrambled Latin. Basically, like, gibberish that's written in the form of placeholder text. It's mainly used in graphic designing and stuff to just get a gist of how stuff would look. Other than that, there's a simple QR code generator which doesn't need an internet connection. and then there are two number generating tools. The last section is called general tools, and yeah, it's all the general stuff you had on your phone already, like the stopwatch and the timer, and some extra stuff like a Morse code generator, which is something I don't know if I really use anywhere, but it's pretty cool to have on my phone for sure. But yeah, that was it for like the brief of this app. The major plus point of this app is that it has so many tools in one place, all of which are available offline. You don't need an internet connection for any of these to work. So yeah, that's a major plus point I feel. But there's like one error which I found in this app, which is you cannot suggest or report a bug in this app, which is like a bug in itself. But like there's a banner in the app that slides, three slides every time I open the app. One of them which says suggest a tool that you might find useful. I just can't suggest it because it won't allow me to, and that's an error right there. That was it for today. Thank you for watching. If you liked and enjoyed watching this video, please give it a like, and if you're into tech stuff, then do subscribe.